Before the final episode of MASH went out on the airwaves, in the age before the Super Bowls became overhyped, one of the most watched TV episodes in history was the Beverly Hillbillies Visit England. Trump just released the sequel, Grampy Goes to Scotland. And in the process, he proved he's got bats in his belfry, and that's why he's bat poop crazy. Trump is despised in Scotland, and the series of clips I'm going to show are just the tip of the iceberg as to why. Now, it started off innocently enough, with Trump involved in his favorite activity, cheating at golf. I want you to watch this clip and pay close attention to Trump's caddy, not Trump himself.
Soccer.
Did you see it? Watch again. Yep, that's the caddy dropping in a new ball for Trump because his shot was in the rough. I guess now we know how he keeps winning all those club championships. That's right, Grampy, just hit this ball. And listen, I'm willing to give him the keys to the golf cart. He can't really hurt anyone out there. But somebody should really take the keys to the conference room away from him, lest he show up and say stupid things like this.
We will not allow a windmill to be built in the United States. They're killing us. They're killing the beauty of our scenery, our valleys, our beautiful plains. And I'm not talking about airplanes. I'm talking about beautiful plains, beautiful areas in the United States. And you look up and you see windmills all over the place. It's a horrible thing. It's the most expensive form of energy. It's no good. They're made in China, almost all of them. When they start to rust and rot in 8 years, you can't really turn them off. You can't bury them. They won't let you bury the propellers, you know, the props, because there's a certain type of fiber that doesn't go well with the land. That's what they say. The environmentalists say you can't bury them because the fiber doesn't go well with the land. In other words, if you bury it, it will harm our soil.
Yes, Grampy, windmills bad, fossil fuels good. Now keep in mind, he is in Scotland when he unleashes this idiotic babbling. Over 40% of Scotland's energy comes from, wait for it, wind. But you tell him, Grampy, because those Scots don't have a clue about what they're going to do with all those propellers. But what Grampy didn't realize is that the foreign press plays by a different set of rules, which means they get to ask the tough questions.
Okay.
Mr. President, was part of the rush to get this deal done to knock the Jeffrey Epstein story out?
Oh, you got to be kidding with that. No, had nothing to do with it. Only you would think that. That had nothing to do with it.
Well, not for nothing, Grampy, but you just got totally exposed and your answer was completely predictable. The funny thing about the question, though, is it was one of the first questions asked, reinforcing to Trump that this question is not going away anytime soon. But if Donnie Demented thought the Epstein question was tough, what came afterwards was even tougher. Trump said just days ago that he's walking away from Gaza, so a reporter asked him this.
Should Israel be doing more to allow food into Gaza?
What did she say?
Should Israel be doing more to allow food into Gaza?
Well, you know, we gave $60 million 2 weeks ago, and nobody even acknowledged it, for food. And it's terrible. You know, you really at least want to have somebody say thank you. No other country gave anything. We gave $60 million 2 weeks ago for food for Gaza. And nobody acknowledged it. Nobody talks about it. And it makes you feel a little bad when you do that and, you know, you have other countries not giving anything. None of the European countries, by the way, gave. I mean, nobody gave but us. And nobody said, gee, thank you very much. And it would be nice to have at least a thank you.
And now you know that Grampy has completely lost it. The children starving to death in Gaza should be thankful. Nobody is grateful enough. Here's a suggestion, Trump. If you want them to thank you, why don't you go there and let them thank you in person? I'm sure Netanyahu would love that. But if you think that's bad, Trump also claimed that he ended the genocide in Rwanda, the 1994 genocide. Trump's conference was so unhinged that MSNBC's Ali Velshi's immediate reaction was this.
Wow. I'm not going to say any more words until my executive producer puts on the banner next to me. That was bat poop crazy. Just not gonna. That was crazy.
Now, it goes without saying that if Biden were to ramble like this, he'd be removed from office in 2 days flat. But it also shows that the press and the Democrats keep making the same mistake of confronting Trump instead of leading him. If more Democrats and journalists would have led Trump through their questioning that he could have the Nobel Prize sewn up if he would end the violence in both Ukraine and Gaza, then there would be peace in both those places right now. Even now, the press corps should be asking questions like, President Trump, do you think you're the only person who can get Israel to lift the blockade on food and medicine? Or, President Trump, do you think the Europeans can rein in Putin by themselves, or are you going to have to do it? Because when it comes to Trump, the ego is willing, but the mind is weak. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats, with a special shout out to all those San Antonio fans who are visiting New England.